friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel, Finding Joy in Color. Today is going to be another part of my collection series going by bookshelf. And I think the last one I filmed was bookshelf number 4. So that completed one of my really tall bookshelves. And now I have some little smaller cupboards. Sorry about that, guys. Needed to clear my throat. I have some smaller cupboards that I'm going to slowly be going through right now. So this will be, I kind of separated them. So this is going to be bookshelf 6, I guess, shelf number 6, or sorry, shelf number 5. Shelf number 5, and then I'll do a shelf number 6 because I had those ones pulled as well. But I think I'm going to separate these into 2 separate videos. So shelf number 5 is a lot of my smaller books. I have quite a few small books. Now I do have a section where I have like really small books, like the square format type ones, and those ones will be in a different section. But these ones are like your pocket size type of books. So yeah, this one, you'll see a lot of completed pages because I have quite a few completed pages. And I also will be showing you my comfy, cozy type books in this video. Now, I won't be sharing the ones that I had shared in my most recent haul because those ones I have pulled to potentially color. But the ones that were in my shelf, I will definitely show you. And a lot of them haven't been colored in, so yeah, the new craze, I haven't fully gotten into them, but we can discuss that in a minute. We'll just get started. All right, so first little book I have here is Lacy Sunshine's Gnomes Pocket Edition, and this is by Heather Valentine. She doesn't have very many pocket edition books. I think she only has 2, if I remember right. So this one has little gnomes in it, and I thought it was so cute, and I picked it up a long time ago, and I have colored 2 in here. So I have colored this one right here. I'm gonna use this little thing to save my tabs because I have a lot of tabs. And this one is alcohol markers. Obviously, she kind of has a grumpy face, and then I've added stripes in the background. And yeah, not too much to go to town, but I enjoyed coloring her. And then the second one in this book is this one right here, my biker gnome. And I added the little skulls to his hat to give him more of a biker feel. And then I added mountains to the back to make it look like maybe he's traveling through Arizona or something. And then I added those birds as well, just so it wasn't just a plain background. That's how that turned out. It was really cute. I'm just using the natural light right now, so I hope it's all right for filming. Next little one, same size, is Fay Adorable Minis by Selena Fennick. So this is the first edition, and this one I often think it's a Halloween book because it has a witch on the front. But I've done this one in here where the girls at the cemetery with the cats. I think I did this for a prompt a long time ago for Tombstone or something, and I colored it with pencils. Yeah, and there was a page back here, behind here, and I took it out because it was causing yellowing. I don't remember what I colored, but there was something here. Maybe it was one my daughter colored and I just took out of the book. And then I've also done this one back in 2021. Most of her is done with gel pen. There's a little bit of alcohol marker on the moon, and then I've also added stickles to the moon, as you can see. So these are just little quick colorings, just easy. I also have the Fay Adorable Minis too. As you can see here, I used to put washi tape on my books, and this is what happens when you have washi tape on your book for a long time. It will actually yellow your book, so that's why I stopped doing it. I have this one that I've done. She slept by a book. She fell asleep reading, I'm guessing. And this was a color palette thing that I did. And then I've done this one right here with the fawn. And I want to say there's some colors that are yellowing because I can see the yellowing has transferred to this one right here, but that's okay. So it happens sometimes when you use different markers. But this one has different like mystical creatures, dragons, and unicorns. Kind of give you an idea of what's in there. I have my Grayscale Minis pocket size. This one I think you can get as a larger format by Selena Fennig, and I've done a few in here. So this is the first one I've done, and these are like forever ago, like probably 2019, when I was really into coloring grayscale, and I would color it with pencil and then I would smooth it out with Gamasol. And when you do that, it leaves like this pink after effect. So you definitely wouldn't want to do it on a double-sided book, I don't think. And I've done this one as well. I mean, I really like the way that I colored back then. I really enjoyed doing people and clothes. I need to get more back into that. Did this one, and I know this is gelato on the back, on the screen. But yeah, there's no like sparkle on this. It just looks like it's sparkling because I added effects of sparkle. I still can't believe I colored that, but yeah, I did a long time ago. And I've done this one too with the mom fairy and the two kids. I think I did this for like a Mother's Day thing, if I remember. I want to say I did this with Black Widows and blended it out with Gamasol. That's what I'm thinking. And this is like a collection of all her grayscale works. And then I remember I did this for Christmas one year. And I used the Jane Davenport pastels on the background. So there's those. And I'm thinking I might be better with the light on. I have Valentine Cuties by Joshua Dunbar, and I have done this one. This is the only one that I've done in here, the one with the girl in Paris, and there's a little bit of sparkle pop, but yeah. Oh, there's some metallic on the Eiffel Tower. Nice simple coloring. I didn't do too much in the world of shading, just pretty much colored it. And there's lots of little simple colorings throughout here. I didn't color anything else, just the one. Like some are simple, some are more detailed. I think Valentine books are really fun because I feel like you can color them any time of the year. It doesn't have to just be during Valentine's Day. I have Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls by Hannah Lynn. I've done quite a few in here. So I started from the beginning. And this was one of those type of colorings where it was non-stress, don't over focus, just color. And I just kind of started going in order. So I believe she is a mermaid. And then I have this girl, which I gave her red hair like Ariel, but she has some penguins with her. And my go-to mediums is like alcohol markers and gel pens. And if I do any shading, I'll do it with pencils in these. And this, I tried the little line through the eye thing to see if I liked it. I wasn't too hip on it, but I tried it. And this girl, I remember I wanted her to look like she had a glove that you could see through, like a lace glove. So I did that with gel pen. This girl with the fun hat. And I wanted to accentuate this like fluffy fur texture. And this was like one of my earlier ones. Now if I was to redo it, I wouldn't keep all the black. I would actually make that white and pink, so it made it even more fluffy, more like a fur ball. So you'll learn. Like I said, these are earlier on coloring, so I've definitely learned and come a long way. This is like pretty much straight coloring. I've shaded the flower, and that was about it. Another one that's pretty straight. I mean, I did her eyes, had a transition, but pretty straight coloring overall. This one I went kind of funky and used gel pens on her hair that were like neon gel pens, and some different kind of metallic pens and stuff for her tail. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. Here I tried to give a glow with the sun, and I did not do a very good job, but we learn, right, as we progress with our coloring. This one I was trying to attempt shading in the hair, and there's a lot of glitter in her outfit. Good way to practice color combinations though, with the blue and the purple and pink. I have this one with the pig, and this one's pretty straight colored too. I did like the way that I did this jar, and I added the lines across to give the idea of it being circular. And this one is very straight colored, and it has gel pens and stuff. Yeah, I was just using this book mainly just to put color down on paper. And this is the last one I did. The girl in the lily pond with the frog. There's a little shading in her hair with marker and gel pen. I think she's a mermaid. But yeah, that would put me here for Dorothy with Toto. And this book has like all the, see that's a scarecrow, has all the Wizard of Oz type characters in it. If you're looking for one that has Wizard of Oz characters and all the Alice in Wonderland characters. Just to give you an idea of what's in that little one. And you can get that one as a regular size as well. In Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn, I've done quite a few in this book because I'm part of Enchanted Faces coloring group that's hosted by Emma Colors on Facebook. No, on Instagram, sorry. And some of these I did before I joined the group. So this first one, this blue girl, you can tell that I've gotten better since the Sweet and Simple. I'm doing more shading and stuff and knowing where I want to put my glitter. Like I did this girl. She looks kind of like she has a tan. Very orangey tan, but nonetheless, maybe she went in one of those spray booths and got too orange. Who knows? I did this one year for Space Timber. I think it was last year, because I wanted my girl to look like an alien, and I shaded her skin to look alien-like with different patterns in it. And then I gave her this like aura crown, space galaxy crown thing going on to give it a space feel. and I blacked out the background and added stars. So that was a lot of fun. I've done this one. And this one I tried to start trying to make a nose because I know a lot of people do those noses in Hannah's books. I'm still working on it. I still haven't quite figured out how to do it, but I do like the color palette, and I do think her hair turned out really well. This is a more recent one, and she's got lots of glitter on her. And she's got Jelly Roll glaze. And I think that this color palette with the purple, pink, and peach looks really good together. Done this one. I think this one was during like a St. Patrick's Day type of time frame because I did her all green. It was supposed to be like an all green page challenge, I believe. But I made these things. This is like a blue-green, but it looks more blue. And this is a green-gray. But I tried to, you know, use as much green as I could in that. And then I started adding dots to her hair and stuff. And I like that effect. And done this one. A little butterfly girl. This one's like perfect for spring. And I love her hair too. This is one of my favorites actually because I like the color combination of the teals and the blue and stuff. Everything in this palette looks really good together. And again, I tried to do a little bit of a nose, but not like a button nose, just like a regular straight nose. Working on it. Done this one. This one I gave different shades in her hair, and I wanted it to look like she was holding a magical orb of some sort. And the background had trees, but I blacked it out. Just made stars in the background to make my life easier. But she turned out well. And so my last girl that I've done in here is this one, which is relatively recent. Did a lot of shading in her hair, and yeah, she turned out okay. I know that the original color I put down for her hair wasn't this color. It was kind of like that, and I made it more vibrant with the pencils. I like girls with blue hair, it's fun. My next book is this little one, and it's called Fay Darling's Coloring Book by Deborah Muller. This was in one of her boxes that she did on Facebook. She had a fairy box a couple years ago. Say what year? 2022. And I bought the fairy box, and this is what was part of it. And it had lots of PDFs and stuff in it. I think it came with watercolors too. I've colored this front image right here. And this is all on really good cardstock material. So this is a combination of alcohol markers and sparkle stuff. Next one I've done is this one, the little rainbow fairy. And I wanted to test out the watercolors that she provided in the little set on her wings. It's like a shifting watercolor. And this green on her hat, I colored this with some cheaper markers, and it did yellow on this side. I'm trying to think what markers those were. I don't remember, but that's okay. And then I've done this one, the toadstool fairy with the frog on her head. And I was really curious to see if the reds were gonna yellow on this one, but they didn't. So I guess every marker is different. And then this one I use more of like a springy color palette, and there's lots of glitter in her wings, and I want to say that's done with like a stardust jelly roll if I remember right. because these are Moonlight Jelly Rolls. Oh, my son's coming out of his room. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud too fast. Hold on. All right. My time going? Yeah. I wasn't sure if the clock was going. Moving into my Lulu Mayo collection. I'll just move some of this stuff away. I have a Million Cats, and I want to say this is the first one she ever put out in the Million series. And this one I didn't have, and then I got it just so I could do a buddy color with someone. But I'm very tempted to destash it because it's just not really my thing, but I will show you what I've colored. So I've carried the background over here, but I've colored this cat page, and I mean, it's all right, but yeah, I don't know if this is really my, I mean, I like that. And then I have a little bit of a full set syndrome thing with Lulu Mayo. But, like, I like that one too. Like I said, this is one of her older ones, and her style changes as we progress. But I've only done one in here, and this one has been on the fence about destashing from my collection. I have a Million Dogs, which came after a Million Cats, and I've colored this one right here. And I like the color palette of the yellow and the blue. I think it looks good together, and I think the little bulldog thing looks really cute. And this one I would like to do with like pinks and stuff. But again, this is one that it's like the cats. I'm just not sure if I like it enough to keep it. I mean, it does have some pretty funny pages. And I do really like dogs. So I haven't decided yet on that. On a Million Owls, I think this one was the next one. And I've colored a few in here. So I've done this double a very long time ago. This was done in 10 of 19, which would make that what? Not November, but October. So that was a long time ago. And I used washi tape to create the lines in the background. And I kind of tried to stick with a palette. It's very muddy, but like I said, I was still learning my way of coloring, especially in double-sided books. I've also done this one. And this one was done same 10-19. And this was a lot of work, a lot of pencil. And I think towards the end, I just gelatoed these leaves because I was just getting tired and I just wanted to be done. But yeah, this is an older book, so earlier on colorings. This one is a later coloring. That was an actual buddy color when I did my Lulu Mayo from March till May. It was a couple years ago. And this one turned out a lot better. I know that I used Crayola Super Tips and then shaded with Prismacolor pencils. That's why it's so vibrant. So I definitely can see the difference in this coloring style. Oh, there was another one I missed. I'll show it to you in a second. And this one, you can definitely tell how much I've grown as a colorist. And then I have another one here that I forgot to flag that I love. I'm surprised. And again, see, this one and this one were done within that same year. And this one has washi tape as the tablecloth. And I think this one is really fun. I like the color palette. I really am prone to primary color palettes. I just am. So I have quite a few done in here. That's why I feel like I need to keep it because I have progress in that book. Next one is A Million Bears by Lulu Mayo, and I have done some in this one as well. So this first one was a buddy color, and I have a metallic background, and I've colored it with pencils. But I remember this was like a cheap metallic paint that I had just gotten. I think I got it from Temu, and I wanted to test it, and it worked out really well. And there was no bleed through on the back. And then this one, I've done both of these. So this page I did when I first got the book. And it had been years, and then I finally did this page. And I wanted them to kind of match a little bit so they weren't too off. This one I remember I did was a buddy color. I did this one with Kate, I remember. But this one I did on my own when my son was really little because he loved washing machines. So, yeah. I don't know if those coloring styles look any different because there wasn't that much to really go to town. I have this one that I've done with the teacups and stuff, and I know this was a buddy color too. And I think I did like a pastel background because I just didn't know what to do. And that's kind of how it turned out. I'm hoping I'm in frame good enough for you. My niece started coloring this one, so if I want to help her out, I'll need to go back in there and see what I can do to rescue it. I have this one that I've done, the toaster and gumball page. I made it a double page spread. I don't know if it was intended to be a double page spread, but that's just how I did it. Crayola Super Tips, and I remember I used ink tints. And I created circles with my circle stencil and kind of creating like a bubble looking effect because it's a bubble gum machine. But yeah, that's an older one. And I really haven't done anything else in this book. But I love panda bears, and there's lots of fun, cute pages in this book. So I probably keep that one for a while. I have A Million Sloths, and I've done a few in here. So I have these two. This one is done with all glitter gel pen. This is a washi tape right here. And this one I did with watercolor and shaded with Prismacolor pencils because I can feel the difference. I don't know if I loved using watercolor, but I wanted to give it a try. And just kind of give you an idea of what's in here. Just little sloth pages. Look, that one has lots of bears in it. This one feels like it's sticky. Maybe I was supposed to do a buddy color there or something, and I used to have a flag. I'm not sure. This one I did a long time ago. This was in 2021. This is just Crayola Super Tips. And I think I used Distress inks on the background. And a little bit of gel pen. And then I know for a fact this one was a buddy color. Right here. And I actually like the color palette I used here. It was kind of neat to do something different. Make sloths different colors than what they're really supposed to be. And make the birds different colors and do some different shading and things. Create different effects. Still wasn't 100% on my backgrounds at the time, but I think this one turned out pretty good. And I used washi tape on the tree trunk, but after a certain point I couldn't go any higher. So it is what it is, and it did tear my paper. That's why I have this lovely sticker on there. It says best time ever. Worst case scenario, you can always cover things up with stickers. I have a Million Mermaids. Now, I don't know if this one came next or a Million Unicorns, but they're both in the bio. I've done, I feel like I've done one earlier, or I just guess not. I've done this one with the two girls, and I remember it was for a Gemini prompt because those two girls look the same. And I don't remember what I used, but it's how that one came out. I did this one, and I remember I did this one during that time frame. I'm pretty sure it was probably a buddy color. Lots of bright, vibrant, punchy colors. I like to do that in these types of books. Did this one, and I know this one was a buddy color as well. And this one was fun. There's lots of glitter gel pen on there, but I really like how I did this background with the stencil. Kind of made it look like bubbles, so it made everything bubbly, which was kind of fun. And then I did this one. This one must have been during April because there's blue hearts on it. And this was a buddy color as well. And there's also little bunnies. And I missed one. Oh, this one right here. This was a buddy color as well. I'm pretty sure I did this one with tea, if I remember. I have glitter on the background there. I think when you color in these books, things go over well when you have color palettes, because then you kind of have an idea and a direction of where you want to go. In A Million Unicorns, I've done a few in here. So I've done this one, and this was my first time trying a Holbein pencil. I had bought just a small selection of pastel Holbeins, and just from Blick. And I wanted to try them out, so I tried them out on this page with some Prismacolor neons. And that's how this one came out, just very soft. This one, I could consider it a whip because I haven't finished this, but at this point, my coloring style has changed so much. If I tried to color this side, it would not look anything like this. So this is basically a completed page, and this, I don't know if I'm going to come back to it or not. But I know this background I did with Prismas, and I wanted to try to blend it together earlier on in my coloring journey. I think I did this in 2019. Like, it's been a long time. I have this one, this double pager that I did with Crayola Super Tips. It's like an alien planet. There's a rabbit, and there's lots of Winka Stella on like the unicorns and the bunny. And there was a little bit of bleed through, because if you go over with your Crayola Super Tip a lot to layer it, you're gonna get bleed through. Lesson learned. This was an early on buddy color, and I've actually put nail polish on top of this, the glittering nail polish. And then the smaller wells are done with gel pen. So this one, another buddy color. As you can clearly see, I do a lot of buddy colors in these books. Wanted to create a rainbow palette because why not, right? A rainbow castle in the middle with different rainbow unicorns. And this one is one of my favorites. I don't know if it really should be in the unicorn book. It could be in the sea creature book. But I like my jellyfish, and I like how we have a glow with the tentacles. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, I remember. And I had King's Art gel sticks in the background, and then I created a border on it just so it could be its own thing. That way it's not really associated with this page. And that is all I've done in A Million Unicorns. I have A Million Sea Creatures. Now, after this, there's a whole bunch that I just don't remember which came out first, so we're just gonna go with it. And first one is this one, and I think this was a buddy color with Lavelia, if I remember right. I did that when I did my hashtag a few years ago. I did a lot of buddy colors with a lot of colorists, and I have a metallic background, and this is very pastel, and I think it's just nice, soft, and cute. Another nice soft one with pastels. This one right here with the crab, with like a castle. Again, this was a buddy color too. I can't remember all my buddies, but a lot of these are going to be buddy colors. My turtle one, I'm pretty sure I did this one with Sophie, if I remember right. This one has a lot of gold sparkle pop and pink sparkle pop on it. That turned out all right. This one was like a three-way buddy color, I remember that. And I like how mine turned out. I do like that I made my lighthouse, you know, your traditional white and red striped. And then I had to have this little guy match that, so it all worked out. And that's fun. Okay. I have this one that I did a pastel background, and everything that I've colored, I've used gel pens. So I was just having fun with gel pens. That's how it worked out. I think I actually have a video, like a gel pen video, where I'm just coloring with sparkle gel pens. I think I'm coloring that little octopus as like a little short on my channel. This one right here, my niece actually started coloring it, and she did the best she could, and then I went in and helped her out. So this is not my traditional way of doing things, but I kind of stuck with the colors that she had already put down, and I just worked with it the best I could, and this is how it came out. She had lots of lines on this narwhal, so I created these little jewel strips. So, yeah. And I know I was supposed to do a buddy color on this one, but I didn't have a chance. And there was a little bit of bleed through there, but I bet I could cover it. I did this one, I remember, with, I believe I did this with Amanda Colors, if I remember right. It's been a long time. But this one, very colorful. Used a lot of oranges and purples. Don't remember the mediums on everything, but you can see what's glitter and what's not. And I think that's all I did in A Million Sea Creatures, which is really good considering I'm not way into coloring sea creatures. In A Million Kawaii Cuties, I did this first one, which is like the pen container, what you would have on your desk. And I've got gel pen, and I think I've shaded with pencil in some areas. I don't know if I colored with pencil or if I used Crayola Super Tips. But these little hearts, those are stickers. Yeah, lots of fun, good stuff in there. Made all my bunnies blue. There's lots of cute ones in here. Just kind of showing you what's... This is one I'd highly recommend. I have a double here. I remember I colored this one on my own, and then this one I did with a buddy back in April because I have blue hearts there. Yeah. I don't want to say who it was because I can't remember exactly who it was, but this one I think looks good with this one because it has pinks and these blues match, so I think they work out really good together. Did this little pencil bag, and we have a little monkey here, and this is really just cute. I like the color palette here. And then I did this one. And this one, I made it kind of Christmassy. I don't know why, but it was like once I did the cherries and the green, it just went Christmassy. It was the first time I'd ever like really colored a shoe. So, or actually the second time. Honey, turn that down. Sorry, that's my son. It was the first time I'd ever really colored like a shoe by itself, but I think I colored one other one in Erie, but this was like all about the shoe. And these little mice are so cute. And then I used a stencil for the background. So that's what I've done in a Million Kawaii Cuties and a Million Llamas. I have these two that I've done. And both of them turned out great. I want to say I used Artex pencils, if I remember right. Crayola Super Tip Base. There's lots of stickles on this one. You can see the shiny. And I know that both of those were buddy colors. Let's see. I did this one as well. These little shelves. And those turned out really cute. I'm guessing this creature is like a red panda, but I'm not sure. I remember I did this one with the J.I. colorist. I remember that for sure. I know I colored each one of these with the Bit Kids crayons, and then the background was my first time using Neocolor 2s. And I remember when I first put it on, I was like, oh, I screwed up this page so bad. But then as I blended it together and I got this look, I was like, that's really cool. I was very impressed. No bleed through. And that's it. I have a million cute animals, and I remember I wanted to do a whole page in glitter gel pen, and so I did the cover all in glitter gel pen. All that glittery goodness. And then I have done this one. And I want to say it was Crayola Super Tips. Both on palette and straight on the page with some shading with pencils. And I did a lot of greens, looks like. But there is some fur texture that I was able to accomplish on these little guys, which was fun. Let's see. This one, the birthday cake one. I think it was around my birthday. That's why I did this one. I think this one was supposed to be a buddy color too, but I can't remember. But yeah, tried to do some fur texture on those guys as well. I have this one, kind of Easter bunny one. I think this one was with J.I. colorist as well. We got lots of glitter going on there. And this is just, I don't think it's Distress ink. I think it's King's Art Gel Stick. I have this cute one right here. Has some stickles on it with a bigger cat and a little cat. More of a pastel flower color range. But you know me, I have to have yellow. I think I put yellow in a lot of my colorings. I did this one. I think this one was with Lobelia, if I remember right. But after I colored it, I added these pink washi tapes because it kind of reminded me of a picnic type of a feeling. Spring picnic. And I've done this one. This one I actually added a quote. It says, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. This one turned out really nice. I know this one was a buddy color as well. Most of these are. Yeah, like I said. I have A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Oh, this one my niece did. And I said, make sure to sign your name. And she wrote her name. It says Kenzie, age 10. She was 10 years old. And I've done both of these. Tried to make them so that they kind of would coincide background-wise. I like this one a lot. It has lots of stickles and everything. And I like that they're like flying these little dragon creatures. I don't know if I like this monster on this page, but my roses are good, and I like my bird. This was done in April. See all the little blue hearts? I did this one with the bubble bath. Lots of shimmery, I believe I used a metallic watercolor or some kind of sparkle watercolor for the bubbles. And then did that bubble effect in the background. This one, I remember, was a buddy color with the elm colors. I remember hers turned out fabulous. I don't like mine, but it's done. Another page done in the book. This one, however, I really do like. This was a buddy color as well. I love that I stuck with this pink color palette. It's not really my normal style of doing things, but I did like pink, magenta, and browns, created some neutrals, and I think it turned out really nice. So yeah, it's one of my favorites that I did. I have this one. Sorry, my daughter's in the room. With the two dragons, both of them have glitter on them. I don't know if it was stickles. I think it was stickles, and I applied them with a brush. And some little ghosty guys right here. And that's how they turned out, yellow and green dragon. And then this is the last one in this book, which is one of my favorites as well. Stuck with my rainbow color scheme, very bright and bold. Did the polka dot thing in the background. And I know I shaded this with Prismacolor pencils because it's so punchy and bright. Sorry about that, guys. I think my daughter is making popcorn, so if you hear popcorn in the back and making you hungry, it's because she's making herself popcorn. All right, I was just giving the microwave a minute to do all that popcorn from the popcorn. This is A Million Little Monsters, and this one's relatively new. I haven't done very much in here. I've done this one with the teacup and the bats. Cute little panda all dressed up. And Gingy looks like he's been eaten a little. And then I've also done this one in the back with background has Stickers glitter gel on it and Stickles glitter gel. And I don't know what pencils I used to color this, but that's how that one came out. And the last one of the Lulu Mayos that I've colored in is A Million Baby Animals. And this one's recent. You guys saw it in my last video. And it's this one. So the polar bear's in the snow globe. And this was a buddy color too. Maybe I should call these my buddy color books because it feels like every page I do in these books is a buddy color. But you know, it works. I'm gonna, sorry guys. I'm gonna show you some books now that I have one book that has a whip, and then I'm gonna show you some books that are uncolored, and then I'll go back to some colored, since I've shown you quite a few colored ones. So I have this book right here. Sorry. This is by Lulu Mayo, I believe. And these are like, I think they're some kind of poetry type books. You can get them on AliExpress, and I think you can get them on Etsy. This one is my whip book, so I'll keep my flag in here. But I started on this girl, and I colored her hair, and I did the swing, but I haven't done anything else. And they're basically chibis, and I do love chibi character, and I think they're just so pretty. Just really cute, like pocket size, like travel size type books. I also have this one, also by the same artist, and again, very beautiful. And you could treat it single-sided and use markers if you wanted. I really do need to do some more in these. They're just so gorgeous. I have this one, the red one. I'm sure if I translated it, I would understand like the story of what's going on here. But yeah, even if you don't understand, they're still beautiful pictures. And then the last one I have is this one, which is that emerald green looking color. And there's the girls in here. All these like chibi looking characters. And the Chinese culture. All right. Trying to reach. I have this one, which you guys have probably seen pretty recently. This is the Little Forest Coloring Postcard book. So this is an APAW book, and you get like the one that she's done and then one for you to color. And I don't think these would take very long. I just haven't had a chance to color in it. Kind of something for every season too. I have this one, which is Mickey Takis postcard book. I think it's the fairy tale postcard book, I believe. And again, with her image on the side, and then the other one is for you to do. Lots of really fun fairy tales in there. I do have the Tiny Little Horrors coloring book. Oh, is this by Glendent Books? I'm pretty sure there's an artist to this. Was made, just says Glendent Books. Yeah, I can't remember who the artist is. But I thought this was like a perfect little book for Halloween time. And I thought, you know, this would be a fun book to color maybe a page a day at Halloween. But I haven't colored in it yet. I don't love every page in here, but there are some cute ones. I have the Reptoloids coloring book. I got on the Reptoloids wagon because so many people were loving the Reptoloids, and I thought I should get one to try it and see if I like it too. I have yet to try it. Yeah, so I have that one, and then I also have the Reptoloids too, and haven't colored in this one either. Yeah. Both great little pocket-sized books. I have Island Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. I'm actually surprised that I haven't colored in this one. But when I flipped through it, I didn't see anything, so I need to change that. With summer coming, this would be a good one to pull for summer. And there are some mermaids in here too, so you could do that for May. I have the Fantasy Faces line art and grayscale coloring book by Hannah Lynn. And I have the bigger copy of this, and the bigger copy I have colored in. I just haven't colored in my pocket-sized one. And I thought this would be good for travel. And I just haven't done anything. So there's a grayscale image and a line art image. Grayscale, line art. So you can choose which one you want to color. And then I have her new one. I decided to get the pocket size versus the big one, which is the World of Pets one. And there's lots of fun little pictures in here. Look at that one with the dogs. Red panda, dragon. Look at that one with the chicks. That one would be great for springtime. Frog cat. So there's that one. I have this mini Inklings coloring book by Tanya Bond. I think I have a couple of her full-size books too, but I think this is the only one she has that's like pocket size. And they all have titles, like Bunny Mania. That one would be good for Easter, but Easter's past now. Her girls are very different. Like, just the style is different. Which I like different and unique. I like that girl. She's cool. I think that this would be just a good book, like my Sweet and Simple, just to take markers to and just have fun with it. All of the books should just have fun with it, right? I have Wasteland Small Sketchbook 2 by Olga, that's the last name, Golvishenika, coloring book. So I saw that she has some different ones. She has these books called Mounts that are kind of interesting to me, but I thought I would try one of her little pocket size, so I picked this one up. I'm not sure how I feel about this book. I feel some of the pages, like that one's okay. I feel like there's a lot of wasted space, but yeah, I haven't colored in it, so I don't really know how I really feel. There's a lot of Zen doodly, and I could color it and really like the process, so that's why I haven't gotten rid of it, because I've seen lots of artists really like her work, and colorists and stuff, so I really want to give her a try. I have Portrait of the Mermaid, and this is by Sarah Burrier. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, guys. Bless me. And I've seen wonderful colorings from Elm Colors in this book. And this was actually a gift from, I think Kathy sent me this, Spicy Cat Colors. Yep, right there. She sent it to me for my 40th birthday. And I will be 42 this year. Can you guys believe that? Crazy. A Million Puppies. This is the only one I haven't colored in my Lulu Mayo collection. And this one's adorable. So the reason why I'm thinking about getting rid of the dog one is because I like this one better. I don't have the kittens one, but if I get the kittens one, that would be more reason to get rid of the cat one. I just like the drawing style of these dogs better. They're just really cute. And I'm sure you guys have seen this book countless times. And she's brought in other animals from her other books. I can't wait to see the one that is called Lulu's Room. I think that one's going to be really cute. So I have that one, the Million Puppies. All right. I'm just kind of moving some stuff. Flags. All right. I have a bunch of these cute and cozy type books here that I haven't colored in. First one, Snuggly Bugglies by Blissful Moments Coloring Book. I think this is one of the first ones that I got, just because I was just trying the new thing. This one seems a little simple, but with all this new pattern things and doing different techniques, I would definitely want to take this and give it a try and see what I can come up with, because it may seem really simple on the page, but I may be able to make it like really cool, you know. So there's that one. I have this one, which is Whimsical Fable Creatures or Critters Halloween Party. This is by Whimsy Tales, which I love Whimsy Tales books. And these ones are all Halloween-like. I guess that one doesn't have to be Halloween, but yeah. Some fun, different ones in this book. Just didn't get a chance to color it during Halloween, but I can always turn it into something else if I don't want it to be Halloweenish. That looks kind of like the Terminator. But yeah, that one. Another Halloween one. This one's by Colored Carmel. It's called Spooky Corner. This one looks more like little buildings. So that doesn't look too bad. I mean, there's a bat and there's a skull. But other than that, it just looks like at a campfire. I've actually joined quite a few of these mood boards for these cute, cozy books on Instagram. I haven't colored anything yet, but I think that having those mood boards might inspire me to do more coloring in these. This is the Cozy Friends by Kawaii. I thought I had colored in this, but then when I flipped through it, I didn't see anything colored. So maybe I didn't. Or maybe I flagged something and never got an opportunity to color in it. But yeah, really cute. Lots of fun ones in there, and I've seen a ton of pages done in that book. I have the Romantic Vibes, which I showed my last haul. I did not flag any of these to do, but that's okay. Plenty to choose from. Some of them remind me of movie scenes. I have the Fuzzy Tales by Vivi Tinta, and these ones are like fairy tales. And some of the lines connect and some of them don't, but I think it looks cute, so. Just a kind of idea of that. You've probably seen that one. I have Kawaii Little Corner. And this is another one I was shocked I hadn't colored in, but you know, so many books, so little time. I think I prefer the ones with characters in them, but like there's some characters in some of these. I have the Cozy Date one, and this one's by the Bogekiki or Boiki. This one has all its characters look very rounded in the face. Look, that one's cute. Very fun. And I have a bunch of Christmas ones here. This one's the Whimsical Fable Critters Coloring Book Festive Holidays. So this one has some like double page spreads in it, like this. Some singles like that. Some fun, cute things for Christmas time. And then I have Merry Christmas by Jade Summer. I think what happened is I got these at Christmas time and never had an opportunity to color them because, you know, only so much time to color in Christmas. Need to make more time for Christmas coloring. It's really cute. I have the Cozy Buddies by Tiny Daisy. I believe this one was gifted to me. And these ones are really cute. That one doesn't necessarily need to be Christmas. That doesn't necessarily need to be Christmas. So that's why some of these books I haven't put like with my Christmas collection. Because, I mean, look, that's Halloween. You could color them any time of year. Like the yoga, you could do that right now. Tea time, you could do that right now. You know, lots of different pictures for any time of the year. And then I have Fuzzy Buddies by Tiny Daisy. This one was gifted to me as well. There's an advent calendar. Christmas. Christmas. This one seems a little more Christmassy. But you might want to pull it out for Christmas in July. You never know. I have Girl Moments by Kawaii. This is my first one with the actual girl in it. And I think it's my only one with a girl in it, if I can think about it. And I've seen a lot of cool things done in these books. It's actually kind of intimidating. When I first got them, I'm like, oh, a cute little fun, easy book to color. And then you go on TikTok and you see all these like killer, amazing things of what people can do. And it's like, I thought this was supposed to be an easy book. I have Gummy and Pecky. Super cute coloring book I haven't touched. And again, it is super cute. They're like best friends. They're always doing something fun. Fun springtime pictures in here. Getting some snacks. And cookies, you know, lots of fun things. I have the Cozy Hygge, or it's Hygge, I think. No, they said it was called Huga, Fuzzy Huga. This one is by Vivi Tinta. And again, another one that I thought I colored in. Oh, no, I took a page out for my daughter. She wanted to color the bookstore page. I took it out and so she could color it. Look at that one. That one's good for spring. Oh, there was an Easter one there. Very cute. And then the last one I haven't colored in that's in this stack that for now, because I have a whole bunch that I pulled for potential colors for springtime. Is Cozy Era's Cute and Coloring book. And this one's unique because it's not like the others. Has different eras. This one's by Jade Summer. Yeah. Very unique. What's hard is when they have themes like this and kind of program something in my brain that it has to be colored a certain way because of the theme. And so that, I think that's what kind of, I love it, but it kind of like puts me off a little because it's like, okay, that's supposed to be the 80s. So I can't just color it any color. I need to figure out an 80s color palette. I need to figure out how to make this work and how to make this poppy or whatever. Now I'm going to continue with some colored and books. And then with this last stack, after I'm done showing you these colored ones, then we are good, I believe. Yeah, I believe we're good for this video. So this one is going to have a lot of my Carla Magana's. I have Macaron's sketchbook, and I've colored this girl in the front, which I think is supposed to represent Carla. And is that all I did in here? No, I didn't. Okay. I was like, what the heck? I've only done the one. I've done this girl. With Carla's books, they don't have any rules. You can just do whatever you want. Color outside the lines, do some wacky color palettes, do whatever you want. And that's how I embrace these. I just kind of do whatever I want in the book. And hopefully it works out. As you can see. And that's as far as I got. I've just been doing this in order. And I actually have seen people complete this book and do flip throughs on their channel. I have the Spooklet sketchbook one. And I've done this cover. Like that one. And then I've done one other one, which is this one. This was in 22. That's all I've done in this. I actually haven't done very much Carla lately. Desert Muse. I have this one, which I love how this turned out with the sphere shapes. And I like her blue hair, and she's like really pale. I really like that one. And then this one was a lot of fun too. The little Willy Wonka, the Wonka glasses. And lots of rainbows. That was a lot of fun. Like I say, I just kind of put the rules out of the window and just color. In Wee Wickeds, I have this tombstone page. This isn't my best work, but it's all right. I have this owl. This was definitely a mixed media. I've had stickers and washi tape and stencil and glitter, and yeah. I was like, what else could I add to this page? A little bit of everything. Didn't do that guy. Oh, next guy is this guy. So this is the voodoo doll. I actually really like how this one turned out because I colored this on a video, and I showed that you can use different colors of pencils to shade on brown to create these effects. Like I used a green pencil to shade over this brown and a purple pencil to shade over this brown, but it gives a different effect and a different look altogether, which comes out really cool in the end. And then I showed how to do this texture effect with an alcohol marker. And I've done this one. This one was done with pastel markers and neon gel pens. It's nice and punchy. And then I've also done this little cute witch. She's cute. Alcohol markers and pencil shading, some gel pen. I have the Aesthetica Synthetica sketchbook. I've only done one in here, which is this one, which I actually really like. So after I colored her, I didn't know how I wanted to do the background. So what I did is I took the orange that I was coloring with, did some scribbling in the background, took the yellow I was coloring with, did some scribbling in the background. Then I put a stencil on top of that and did the purple like line effect with the stencils. And then I took my purple distress inks and went around the whole thing. I think it gives a kind of 80s retro vibe. And then this washi tape says life is good. And so I think that one turned out good. I have a Belle Pipistrelle coloring book, and I've done just one. What was this one? It's like the one page that doesn't have a bat in it. And I have pink, yellow, green, and red as my color palette. But this one was fun and easy to do. And with all these lines on the tombstone, I actually used one of those Crazy Pop glitter gel pens because it goes down blue, but if you shift it, it's like kind of like a yellow-green color. It's kind of a neat effect because spider webs are kind of different when they are shifted, different colors. I have Deco Dolls, and I've just done the one in Deco Dolls. And this is how she came out. I think it's one that was chosen for the Carla Magana Facebook group, and so I colored it with them. And this is a color palette I would have not chosen. I think it was a random choice. I just stuck my hand in my markers and pulled markers at random, and this is what came out. It's kind of fun to do that. Close your eyes and just let the fate take you where it may. Hot Tropics. I've done a few in here. So I've done this mermaid back in 2021. A while ago. This one was a buddy color. And then I've also done this one. And this one was a buddy color as well. I did that background effect as well, where you create texture with alcohol marker. And then I've done this one, which was a buddy color as well. I guess you could say Carla books are good buddy color books as well. I have Spooky Sweets by Carla Magana. And, well, I shouldn't say by Carla Magana. They are all by her. And this is a gift. I colored this grayscale image. I don't know if I like it, but oh well. It is what it is. And then I've done this girl with the green, all greens. And this is a metallic gel stick, I think, on the background. Oh, I did, looks like, I did start that, but I didn't color all of it. But I'm not going to consider it a whip. It's just a tiny little spot. It's not enough to be a whip. Stardust Space Lust coloring book. This one, I did this girl. This was a buddy color. And I had never colored in this book until this buddy color. So, yeah. It's got a lot of glitter. This is Extreme Glitter Mosh Posh on the background. She could be a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I haven't done anything else in here. But lots of fun little space stuff. These books are also really great for mixed media, I think. Now, I have some other Carla books, but I haven't colored in them, and they'll be in the next video because I don't have them on my table. In my cute and comfies or cute and cozy books that I have colored in, I'm going to show you those. So this is the Jade Summer Comfy and Cozy book before it was revamped. So let me see if I can find. Okay, so this is the revamped, the revised version. This is the old style. So if you have the old style, it looks like this. If you got the new style, it looks like this. The new style is more zoomed up and the line art is a little thicker than the old style. But I had purchased this one already and I might as well color in it, right? So I did this one. And this one, alcohol markers, Prismacolor shading. I did a few different patterns, but this was before like everybody was doing the pattern thing. I didn't even know about it. I just did my own thing. And then I did one other one in here, which is this one, which is the art supply page. This one turned out really cute. And both of these were buddy colors. And I think these pages are still available in the new version, but it just looks different. Like, let me see if I can find the art. Yeah, there it is. So there's the art guy. See how thick the line is? It's just different. It's just different. And let me see if I can find the other one I did. And so this one was the other one I did. And see how there's a frame and they've zoomed up. It's just slightly different. It's the same images, but they've made that line work thicker. But yeah, I've done those. I have Fuzzy Friends, super cute coloring book. And this one is by Vivi Tinta. And I've done this one. Tried to make a wallpaper with one of the effects that they showed on one of those TikTok-y Instagram short videos. Yeah, I'm not very good at it. Honestly, when I'm doing patterns and things, I think it's great that they're showing all these cool techniques. But for some reason, when I try to do what they're doing, it doesn't work out. So I kind of have to do my own thing. But yeah, this is how this one came out. And I think it's cute. I did the fuzzy texture on the hat and through the knitting. I have the Easy Kawaii coloring book, Cute, Bold, Easy, Relaxing Illustrations by Colored Caramel. They sent this book to me for review. And I've done this little dragon page. And I shaded him with Prismacolor pencils. And these are like really easy type. So it's like a bold and easy type of book. I have the Creepy Cute one. They sent me this one as well. And I did this little milk carton that has bat wings in pastels. And then I did the lines with a white gel pen. So basically I colored it straight and just used white gel pen to accent. I have the Little Spooky coloring book. And this one, I have done this one with the little pink ghosty. You can see how thin the paper is because of, you can see the back page, the page right behind it through the ghost. But if I hold it up, you can't see it as bad. And I put a little sticker on its mug. I think during Halloween, I was trying to do pink ghosts. So that's why I did this. I colored one in Spooky Moments by Jade Summer. And I did this one because it reminded me of the Little Shop of Horrors, the show or musical play. And I created the wallpaper. I added lines to do that. I thought it was really funny. Oh, just to give you an idea of what's in here, it's just like spooky things for like Halloween. Or I guess anytime. There's that. I have Coco Wild's Comfy Days coloring book. And I've done a couple in here. So I did this one in November for like Thanksgiving. Making apple pie. That one turned out really cute. I've done this one with the berry smashing. Or they're making wine or jam or something. I think it's wine. Because it's like a vineyard. And I turned my bear into a panda. And I added glitter to inside here and around here to give it kind of like a juicy looking effect. And I added swirls to the grass with Jelly Roll metallic. And there's dots there too. And I did add texture and make that dog look different with the little patches. So I was starting to get into changing it up a bit. And then I've done this one, which was like spring cleaning. Yeah, and I tried to do this texture on this wall. I don't know if it turned out very well. And I did the polka dots. I think I did the polka dots. Maybe they were already there. I can't remember what I did and what I didn't. But yeah, this is a very vibrant page. Cleaning up. I have the Sweetheart Super Cute coloring book by Vivi Tinta. And I have done this one. So now it's a little braver. I have created texture in the dogs. And I added dots to the curtains and I created clouds there. So I'm getting braver about changing things up in these cute and easy books. Instead of just doing, you know, color, shade, the end. I'm getting braver. Okay, and then I have some from Mayo. I have True Romance. And I've done this one. So this one was done in 2021. And I used my alcohol markers. And I think I used, no, I didn't use any pencils, just alcohol markers. And these lines are very thin. So yeah, it's hard for me to justify keeping these because the line work's so thin, the marker bleeds out. And I don't know if I really want to use pencil because this is Amazon paper, but the images are really cool. So yeah, you do get doubles in these type of books, by the way, if you're wondering. Oh, I should let you see what other kind of pictures are in here. So they all have to do with romance, but they have titles like Bound Together, Sweet Romance, Balanced, Last Embrace, Warm Sunday Afternoon, Fairy Tale Waltz. Yeah, that was The Unexpected Kiss. Just different stuff. Garbage man is coming by my house. Super Cute Animals by Mayo. And I've done a couple in here. I've done the pandas, of course, because pandas are my favorite animal. And this one's labeled Cuddles. Really cute, just alcohol markers. Again, that line work is really thin, so you just have to be careful. And then I've done this one as well with the little raccoon. I made him purple, and it's called Healthy Habits because he's cleaning his apples, getting ready to eat them. And all these cute things. So before the cute and cozy books, there were cute books that were same format like this. Cute. They're cute and cozy, just kind of like those other ones, but they were just different. Not as thick line work, and yeah, so they were out there before the trend came popular. Super cute food. I did the taco. See, and a perfect example of one of those bold and easy type of things, you know. And I have put stickles called the Tasty Taco. And I did the French fries, fry guy. And he has glitter too. We've got fry sauce and ketchup because that's what I would use on my fries. But this is all like kawaii food. And this is another one that's like, should I keep it? Should I not keep it? I'm not sure. It is fun, and I do like the pages I did, so that's probably why I hang on to it. 30 Days of Chibis. This one was gifted to me, I believe. And I have done day 1 here. So you can color this every day in a month. But I'm not very good at that. So this is how she turned out. I think she would look more vibrant and bold if this wasn't on black back paper. I think it takes away from the image. And then I have this one as well. I started coloring her hair with this color, and then this color ran out, and so then I switched to that. But I think it works out. And then I haven't done anything else in this book. And this book is a bummer that it curls, but it is still a very cute book. And then I have 3 Disney books that are these square shape. So this is the Disney Grand Classics. This is the Spanish version of the Hatchet Heroes Mystery Mosaic type deal. And I've done this one, which is Helen and Violet from The Incredibles. And I've used some acrylic marker. This was the first time I used acrylic marker on these type of pages. And Crayola Super Tips. But I don't think I've done anything else in here. But they look like this. And they give the color palette right here. And just to give you an idea, in the background, or in the back, this is the kind of images that you'll see. They're very pixelated, but that's how they're designed to be. And then I have the Disney Babies one, which I've done more in. And this again is the Spanish copy. And I've done this one with Mickey Mouse, and he was done with Crayola Super Tips. And I've done Dumbo, and he was done all in glitter gel pen. So you can mix up your medias if you want. It's kind of fun to do an all glittery one. I've done this one. This is Carl and Ellie from Up. Now this one I had to change the colors a little bit because they wanted Ellie to have brown hair. And I believe she has red hair in the movies. So I changed it, and I didn't like the color they had chose for their skin. They wanted it to be darker, so I made it lighter myself. This one, I don't know if you could tell, but this is Mulan and Mushu, and this is when I tried the cross stitch method where you use an X. And I used fine liners to create these X's. I don't really like this method because I feel like I can't really see the image, and maybe it would have been better if I used like my Crayola Super Tips to make the X's so they were thicker, but that's how this came out. I did this one, which is Pluto, and I used glitter gel pen just on the collar. The rest was Crayola Super Tip. This was the dot method. Wanted to try the dot method. And we've got Tigger and Pooh Bear. And this line extends right there. I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like it should have, it cuts off the heart. I don't know. Maybe that one was a mistake. I don't know. But I did the X method around it, and then I switched to the dot method. The dot method you can see a lot more versus the X, but still, I think I prefer the full color. And here's another X method one that I did with Ariel and Flounder. So you can see how that looks. And then here's a full dot method. And this is Pocahontas and Miku. And that's all I've done in this book. Quite a few though. And then I have the Disney Animals one. And I know I have more, but they just weren't in this shelf. So they probably were with my Disney books. I've done this one, which is TikTok from Peter Pan. And this is Crayola Super Tips. And probably ZSCM markers, because they don't bleed through. And this format's a little different. Their color palettes like are on the sides. They're not on the top like the other one. But if you want to kind of see what characters are in here, we've got mostly animals. Yeah, well, it is the animals book. Yeah, that's what I said, right? But there's that one. So that will be the end of this part in my collection series, shelf by shelf. I have a whole bunch of other books that I've already flagged and they're good to go. So I'll be able to do the next shelf. I probably won't do that until later, maybe after my kids are asleep. But I at least wanted to get this movie out. And if you saw anything that you thought was like fantastic and it was like your favorite page, let me know. Yeah, if you are curious about any of these books, let me know. If I have links or if I can provide any links for you, I definitely will. As you can see, I have lots of those comfy cozy books I haven't even touched, plus the ones from my last haul. And I didn't include those in this video, but I need to start rocking out some of those pages. But thank you so much for joining my channel and being here. I have changed some things up on my channel. I started my monetization process and the little super thanks tab and all that stuff. And so that way I can start receiving revenue for the ads that pop up anyway. And yeah, it should work out. And I hit 5,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? I finally hit 5,000 subscribers. I am so over the moon for it. And I want to thank everyone that watches my videos and has subscribed and is there for my content and have been there throughout my whole coloring journey. I know some of you have been there since day one. And I just want to thank you so much for everything and your support and your constant positive feedback. It just is so overwhelming and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Stay safe out there and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.